in the dang title. You don't need an introduction. The idea for Hunter and Zack was created all the way back in November of 2021. By the way, I was in 4th grade at this time. It wouldn't be until the beginning of 2022 when I created the first ever Hunter and Zack animation. Back then, Zack used to be called QB, and Hunter used to be called Ball. Because I was just so creative back then! Originally, Hunter used to be red instead of bright gray. And Zack didn't have his backwards cap on back then. At one point, it was changed to a raccoon hat and a muskrat hat. And Hunter had the backwards cap on instead. Hunter and Ball are actually two different people. Hunter was one of QB and Ball's friends and a side character originally, before Hunter replaced Ball in early 2023. Hunter and Zack's house used to be a real-life screenshot on Google Earth of a house in Maryland. I'm not showing the address, I don't want to dox anyone. Hunter and Zack used to live in an Ed, and Eddie type world, where they all went to school and were kids, but they had no parents. Don't question anything, I was just a stupid 4th grader. Speaking of school, Hunter and Zack's classmates were insanely freaking weird. I don't feel like telling all you guys about them, so read this. This is still canon to this day, but Hunter and Zack takes place in the state of Colorado. But unlike now where it takes place in an alternate version of Colorado Springs, the OG Hunter and Zack was in a county called Hyper Point. Like I said, I was just a stupid 4th grader making these ideas, so I thought Hyper Point was the coolest name ever. Other places Hunter and Zack could have been were Wyoming, Maryland, my home state, and freaking Alberta in Canada. Originally, Hunter and Zack were these Canadian guys from either Alberta or freaking Northwest Territories who moved to the USA, which would explain why Zack had those Canadian hats he always wore. By the way, Hunter and Zack originally being Canadians in Alberta and moving to the USA is probably not going to age well soon. Around the end of 2022, I started watching a little show called Regular Show, which will change Hunter and Zack forever, ever, ever, ever. Around this time, the names QB and Ball were changed to the names you know and love, Hunter and Zack. Also, various pilot ideas were made. One of which where Hunter and Zack try to fix their microwave, another where Hunter and Zack spot a hyper-realistic rat in their kitchen, and another where Zack buys a video game which becomes sentient. Hunter and Zack's personalities actually stayed the same for their entire history, except Zack being a black belt in MMA wasn't a thing yet, and Hunter liking anime was way different. Around this time, some girl I knew on Scratch showed me her old Gacha Life OCs, which had inspired me to draw this masterpiece. Which little did I know back then, this single image would become the fan favorite character, Icky Arbuckle. Unfortunately, Zayden didn't exist yet, because my Stickman phase hadn't begun yet, so Lexi had a girlfriend named Jade, who had a robot arm and stuff. And that's it, that's her whole personality, her having a robot arm. Hunter's girlfriend also changed. Instead of being a brown version of Zack, she was an anime girl. By the way, I did not know anything about anime when I was thinking about this idea. Unfortunately, Hunter and Zack will get put in a situation for the rest of 2023 because of the object shows and other shows I was working on. But fortunately, that would change. 2024 was a very strange year. We had assassinations, conservative slop, freaking this, but there's one thing that stands above the rest. Something that I will always remember 2024 from. I just forgot what it was. Early 2024, I finally got a PC instead of using my horrendous school computer. And I got a YouTube channel. Oh yeah, and I got Blender. Now that I'm skilled in Blender, what do I make? I totally forgot about Hunter and Zack at this time. If I make an object show, it'll just die out in like 3 days. And there is no way I'm making animation memes. Fortunately for me, something would happen around May that would change my life choices forever. Smiling Friends Season 2 came out. Now, you might be thinking,
how the freak did Smiling Friends change everything for you?
Well, Season 2 of Smiling Friends is what made me believe Hunter and Zack should be a thing. because of the mixed media and stuff. I like Smiling Friends because of the mixed media, not because of the jokes and the characters. Around May to October of 2024, I was just making these strange animations on Blender of Hunter and Zack and just weird stuff like that. In July of 2024, the Hunter and Zack Discord server was finally launched. Originally, I was going to do all the voices for Hunter and Zack, but I realized my voice sucks. It's too deep. So I decided to use that to hire voice actors. Around November of 2024, I became friends with somebody who really stinks. But she would change Hunter and Zack for years to come. And by years to come, I mean for 2025. Around December of 2024, the fan favorite character Lexi! And also Zayden was created. In an alternate universe, Lexi and Zayden could have been Megan and Demetrius, or Hannah and Jacob, or Kelly and Damien, or Nikki and Denzel. Zayden had like 800 name ideas until I decided on Zayden. I've been holding back on this for a while, but the main inspirations for Hunter and Zack are Gumball, Regular Show, Mike and Zack. Name Zack does not come from Mike and Zack. I just thought Zack was a cool name. Figures, BFDI, Animated vs. Animation, The Freaking Problem Solvers, Smiling Friends, and the new norm. The very end of 2024 to the beginning of 2025, the first Hunter and Zack canon shorts were made. A lot of these shorts were deleted for either 1, being horrendous, 2, not doing well on YouTube, and on rare occasions, I accidentally stole some models. With these shorts being made, a bunch of side characters were created for these shorts that would later on become actual Hunter and Zack characters. There are characters like Bartholomew Edmonton, Sebastian Arnold, Eugene Vanderbilt III, who was a nerd and a ladies' man. Originally, he was going to be an incel, and he was also based off of somebody I didn't like at the time. I'm not going to say who, you can guess for yourself. There's Avery, Lexi's big sister. She's older than Lexi by 2 years. That's basically it. Mindy, she's a Karen, and she's a bartender. And she absolutely despises Zack, because she's a bum. There's Caitlin Anastasia, aka K.A. She's an Asian kawaii gacha life anime girl. A green stench just overwhelmed me right when I said that. There's Quinn, K.A.'s girlfriend, and she is an overweight, like an overweight pixie cut e-girl, and she's a furry too. I didn't make this. I did not make these characters. That was Tamara who made it. Micah, Zayden's best friend. He's also a stick man. Ignore this image. Dr. Dewey, just a doctor. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Unfortunately, this appears to be the end of the video. I can't really think of any more Hunter and Zack facts or pieces of history to tell you. But don't worry, there definitely will be a part 2 later on in the series. What do people usually do at the end of every video? Oh yeah. Like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to not miss out on any videos. And watch Hunter and Zack on my second channel. The link is in the description. Okay, bye.